Hey guys, welcome to SourceFED. I'm Joe Beretta. Back in 2012, the remains of a very important figure from English history were unearthed after archaeologists discovered King Richard III's battle-scarred bones buried deep beneath a parking garage in Leicester. Elliot Morgan and I covered the discovery back in the day, so if you'd like a little refresher, click the annotation or the link down in the description. Don't worry, my pretty face will still be here when you get back. Lucky. Moving on, King Richard III rendezvoused with his maker on August 22nd, 1485, when he was killed during the Battle of Bosworth, which was the climactic clash of the War of Roses, which was the fancy name for the civil war that raged between the House of Lancaster and the House of York, which is just a English high society tea and crumpet version of the Hatfields and McCoys. So we know because history tells us that King Richard III died on the field of Bosworth, but now, because science, we officially have a pretty good idea of how he died and what weapons killed him. Scientists got their forensic game on and analyzed 11 injuries, updated from the 10 injuries we previously reported on, and they found that 9 of said injuries were to the head and 2 were deemed fatal, while a third blow to the pelvis was also considered a kill shot, but probably was sustained after death had already occurred. Legend says that Richard dismounted his horse after it was disabled during battle, and that he was just about to get all up in Henry Tudor's grill before being surrounded by Tudor's men, subdued, and subsequently killed. The study suspects that he either took his helmet off or it fell off before this, because the injuries to the head indicate that no protection shielded his noggin spot from incoming strikes, while the lack of wounds on his arms suggests that his body was still covered by armor, which was all the rage during battle in the 1400s. See that guy's armor? Professor Guy Rudy, study co-author from the East Midlands Pathology Unit at the University of Leicester, says the most likely injuries to have caused the king's death are the 2 to the inferior aspect of the skull, a large sharp force trauma possibly from a sword or staff weapon such as a halberd or bill, and a penetrating injury from the tip of an edged weapon. Richard's head injuries are consistent with some near contemporary accounts of the battle, which suggest that Richard abandoned his horse after it became stuck in a mire and was killed while fighting his enemies. So at the time of his death, Richard was most likely on his knees, and he probably got one of these, followed by one of these. Then the guy fell to the ground and he was like, with a bunch of daggers and stuff, and probably got a lot of that, and then one swift, hefty, Tudors. Graphic. In May, a court ruled that King Richard III's remains will be reburied near where he fell in battle. So, what did we learn today, kids? We learned history plus science equals awesome. I highly suggest you guys check out the link in the description, which will take you to a very detailed video from The Lancet, which highlights all the cool science and morbid, deathy stuff we talked about today. I'm Joe Beretta. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and have yourself a wonderful day.